Demos usually tend to go the same way with me, essentially proving to me that my preemptive purchasing instincts were right on the money, whether I've decided to buy a game or not. Once in a blue moon though, a demo comes along that challenges my preconceived notions, throwing that rulebook completely out the window. That game for me was Final Fantasy XV's recent episode Duscae demo that ships with day one copies of Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. After the disappointing debacle that was Final Fantasy XIII, I was done with the franchise. That was it, no going back. Until I played episode Duscae, that is. Episode Duscae, as Square Enix likes to call it, sees the new gang of misfits search the sweeping plains of Duscae in search of the pesky behemoth in order to secure a 25,000 gil reward to repair their broken down car. After faffing around with the combat in 13, Square Enix has adopted for a combat system that isn't a bridge between JRPG and traditional Western RPGs. This is like a full-on Western RPG, with combat more akin to Dragon Age than Persona. This massive change might be a culture shock at first, but once you get to grips with it, it soon becomes second nature. Sure, it's a little complicated and isn't perfect by any means. For instance, the lock-on is often unreliable at present, and the stasis mode that Noctis enters when his MP is depleted is a tad jarring. But despite being slightly rough around the edges, it's the first positive step the franchise has made in almost a decade. While the combat is much more refined than it was in 13, it's the open world environment with hidden items that makes it truly a joy. That means more exploration, cool discoveries and secrets than you can shake a magician's wand at. In the demo alone lies a cave infested with dozens upon dozens of darkness-dwelling goblins. Defeat them and you get your just reward. A summon in the name of Rama, that when called upon is truly epic in nature. I never thought I'd see the day where I truly liked a non-turn-based Final Fantasy as much as I loved the original turn-based versions. With a combat system that rewards you for putting in the time to learn its nuances, an open world to rival that of most other open world RPGs, with the exception of Skyrim perhaps, and secrets galore, Square Enix appears to have moved Final Fantasy to a place it deserves, hopefully making us put those awkward transitional years behind us. Episode Duscae in terms of value is the equivalent of what Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes is to the Phantom Pain. It's an indication of what's to come. If, like Ground Zeroes, that gameplay and design philosophy translates across to the final version of Final Fantasy XV, we're in for a real treat. Final Fantasy back, baby, it's back.